Welcome to another edition of Turf Talk, Sports Mammal of the Year edition. Vance, a lot of consternation among horse racing people. I have to be honest, I was much more vested in the reaction to Sports Illustrated's announcement than the actual winner itself. Serena Williams had a great year, so did American Pharoah. What'd you think of the choice and the din that followed?
Going to the din, I don't think it should come as a big surprise that Sports Illustrated did what they did. They've never honored a non-human being before for this award. I went back and looked at who was chosen over Secretariat in 1973. It shocked me in retrospect. It was Jackie Stewart, a British Formula One driver, won over Secretariat. So if Secretariat can't get this award, I don't think racing fans should have been too disappointed about American Pharoah losing this particular time.
Yeah, and I mean, no award truly matters. Maybe Hall of Fame. I mean, if you wanted to say what matters most, I could see enshrinement in various sports halls of fame would make the list. But, this is, to me, a fun thing they do. The editors get together, they make their choice. The fans made their choice already, and Sports Illustrated made a big deal about it. People were complaining that why have the vote if it doesn't matter? Well, it mattered to see who the fans wanted, and now the editors say who they wanted. To me, it was much ado about nothing on the scale of the complaints, but I'm not going to lie. I mean, I had fun getting in the middle of it and just sort of joking around. But, at the end of the year, he's going to be Horse of the Year. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He has his name up there with the other Triple Crown winners. I mean, this is just, I don't want to say meaningless, because clearly the owner of the horse, Ahmed Zayed, took it personally, but, I mean...
What can you say?
What can you say?
I mean, Sports Illustrated is kind of an established media organ. It's been around for a very long time, and a lot of places like media outlets like this, like the New York Times, Washington Post, they just don't cover horse racing like they used to. The horse racing fans are not amongst the sports editors, staff, or whatever. It's just a general decline of horse racing away from the major media outlets. It's just a continuation of that, I think, and I think that's part of the reason why American Pharoah might not have been a very popular choice among the SI staff in that regard.
Yeah, and I thought your point, looking back to Secretariat and leading up to the award, I saw a few people mention that as well, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. We've seen runs before. Maybe a Triple Crown winner does this again in 5 years or less, or 10 or whatever, within a generation, unlike this past one. And it's an interesting precedent, though. I mean, if American Pharoah didn't win, given the year he had, which within the 3-year-old space, I would be happy to measure up against Secretariat. Granted, the Breeders' Cup didn't exist in 1973, but American Pharoah did win the big race against older horses. I mean, if he didn't win the Sports Illustrated award, it's hard to see how any horse would, which some people would actually agree with. They would say, well, he shouldn't.
Yeah, and the only horse racing personality ever to actually win this award was Steve Coffin in 1977. And of course, that was the year before he rode Affirmed to a Triple Crown victory. He was a hotshot young jockey in New York, winning 300-400 races that year,
right,
winning all over the country.
As a youngin'.
As a youngin', as a phenom, and that was a great event for horse racing back then. And I can certainly see we'll have to wait for the next hotshot jockey perhaps to win this award. I certainly can't believe a trainer could win this award, not being an active participant in the sport. So that's the way it kind of looks going forward.
Yeah, well, to me, it's great. People are talking about it. Tim Layden was on Big today. He's been active on Twitter. I don't want to say defending the choice. I mean, he actually voted for American Pharoah, but he certainly understands why his colleagues would go in an opposite, or I shouldn't say opposite, a different direction. I understand it too. And to me, no such thing as bad publicity. People are talking about racing. Yeah, many people are digging at it. Some mainstream sort of horse people chatter, but to me, we see this, and I mean, daily in baseball, football, basketball, someone does something funny, it's the hot topic for a few hours, there's GIFs made of it, memes, etc. To me, it's great that racing actually even has an opportunity to be in that conversation, and it wouldn't be possible without a horse of Pharoah's quality.
Sure, and being runner-up for this award is better than being 9th or 10th or not even being discussed whatsoever. So It's basically free publicity for the sport. Debate will continue going forward.
Yep, no doubt about it, and I'm sure we'll have our share of debates as we discuss year-end performances, etc., leading up to 2016. But for now, our congratulations to Serena Williams as SI Sports Person of the Year.